This is a review of the Dayton Audio SUB-1200. It is a 120 watt, 12 inch home theater subwoofer. This is my overview slash review of the product. This is actually my first YouTube video, and the reason I decided to make my first YouTube video to be for this item is because I was researching this product, and I really like to watch videos instead of reading to kind of get an idea of products and for product reviews and things like that. And I was just frustrated that I couldn't find. I found one good video. I think it was from Parts Express, the manufacturer of this subwoofer. They had a pretty decent overview video of the unit, but there was really nothing else. Everything else was just a bunch of dumb teenagers playing some really loud rap music and showing you how much the subwoofer cone moves in and out. Just a rattling mess. It was really annoying. So I figured I'd do this product some justice and give it a legitimate overview. And by no means am I like a professional audiophile or whatever, but I'm definitely a home theater enthusiast who really appreciates products made on a budget. My home theater, I'll probably do a separate video on this, possibly, depending on the kind of feedback I get from this video. Again, this is my first video, so take it easy, please. I just bought a new house, so I decided to turn this family room into a dedicated home theater. It's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. It's a 100-inch screen that I made out of some Carl's blackout cloth and some mica speakers. But again, I want to focus on the sub. I'll probably do a home theater tour in a different video. Anyways, like I said, Dayton Audio SUB-1200, 120 watt RMS, 12 inch subwoofer. I got it for about $125 on Black Friday, shipped. It was a sweet deal. I was looking at two other subwoofers that were kind of similar in class. There was a Polk Audio SUB-1200 that I really liked the aesthetics. I really liked the cabinet design, but reading online reviews, the Amazon reviews were glowing. They were very positive, but as I was looking at some forums like AVS and some other audio enthusiast forums, a lot of them said that this was much better, and that the Polk Audio had a lot of baffle noise or some problem with distortion or something. And this was much cheaper, I believe. Anyways, the other subwoofer I was looking at was a Bic Audio F12. That thing looked kick-ass, and I was going to go with that, but, this was $100 less. And they're very comparable, so I decided to go with the more budget-friendly version for my setup. I felt like the Bic F12 would be just way overkill for my little $90 speakers here. I felt like the F12 was more suitable for a really high-end theater with like big tower speakers. But I definitely have a budget in mind. New homeowner and all, and got a wife, so she kind of has a say in these things. You know how it is, guys, right? The wife approval factor. Anyways, let's look at the back here. Get a little closer. You have gain control. Right now, I've been kind of dialing it in, and I have it almost up to maximum, and it sounds pretty boomy, but I'd say you want to be at least there, because between minimum and halfway, there's barely any difference. Once you get to about here, you really start to hear it, and then here it starts to get boomy, and then this, will make shit on your walls rattle. So crossover, I use the low frequency, I forget what they call it, LFE. So you're supposed to set the crossover to maximum, and then you control your crossover on your receiver. So set this to maximum if you're going to use this port, and then adjust the settings on your receiver for crossover. These are a nice option if you don't have a receiver. If you want to hook this up to like a pair of computer speakers that you already have, your computer speakers would go, or the speakers from the amp. Your speaker connections go into here and then out to your speakers, and then this is where you would use the crossover to kind of dial in what frequencies you want the speakers to handle and what frequencies you want the subwoofer to handle, to kind of split it off. I've noticed that the auto power feature works really well. I've only had the subwoofer for 2 weeks, so excuse me for the lack of experience with this unit, but I had some time today. I figured I'd make this video really quick. So you can leave it on full time, but that probably will, use a little bit more power. If you leave it on auto, whenever the receiver detects a signal through your LFE, the subwoofer light will turn green. And when it auto powers off, it'll turn red. So, and then phase control, that just kind of reverses the frequency wave. I didn't really mess with that. I just left it at 0. You get a power cord that's permanently attached. It's 2-prong. That's about it for the rear. Let's go around to the front. So, I really did not like the design of the front. I did not like the look of it. It's just very flat, very boring. But there's this little tab here to pull off the grill. It's just this fabric, nylon or something like that. And it's held in just with some Velcro and friction, essentially. So it looks kind of like an industrial design. It doesn't look very high class. I don't know what the right word is here, but it gets the job done. It's got a lot of power. It sounds great. It's really boomy. And you got 4 plastic feet down there that work really well on the carpet, and you can kind of see the baffle down there. It's right in the center. But the top is flat, and then the edges on the sides are curved. That's really about it. My impressions so far have been this is my first real subwoofer. Previously, I've had a few small subwoofers, like upstairs I've got a sound bar with a wireless subwoofer. It's a Samsung model, but this is just excellent. The frequencies, I don't have the spec sheet in front of me. You can find that online on the product page or Amazon. But the frequency response is really good for the money. You can't really go wrong with this. Really happy with it, and I hope I helped you kind of get a better understanding of the product. And feel free to leave a comment. And feel free to leave a comment to just give me some tips on future videos, or tell me what you think. And have a good day. That's it. Bye.